our viewers. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Roundtable here this afternoon. My name is Shegun Odunayo. On this show, like we all know, we give three major topics, we analyze them from various angles, and we present the truth to you out there. We'll be starting on a very solemn note this afternoon because a couple of days ago, the Federal Republic of Nigeria lost one of our leaders. The immediate past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Momodu Buhari. He was 82. He died in a London hospital, and may God rest his soul. We're going to be talking about the entire burial, the process of coming back to Nigeria. I mean, of course, a press release was released by the presidency, and the vice president went over immediately to London. He led the delegation. Of course, the chief of staff, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, was a part of that. And they brought back because he was buried. And then we are now doing analysis of his life, his time as president twice. The first being when he came as military leader on the 31st day of December 1983 up until August 1985 when he was kicked out by one of his own strong cabinet members in, of course, we all know him as the evil genius, IBB. I have with me today two of our usuals, Mr. Atiku to my left and Mr. Dekun Aliu to my right. I'll be starting with you, Mr. Kasike.
Yeah.
Momodu Buhari, the man.
Yeah.
Momodu Buhari, the leader. Momodu Buhari, the president. And then Momodu Buhari, according to history. Yeah. Where does he fit on these various skills?
Momodu Buhari is a man of many parts. He has his ups, he also has his downs. And we see Momodu Buhari from the north. They see him as a friend of the Talakawas up till the time. And they also see him as Nigerians, in particular, at large, see him as a man that is disciplined, a man that is not, swayed by material things. So that fetch him incorruptible. That fetch him the position of the presidency in 2015, and from there, Nigerians were expecting the best from him based on his antecedent and what people thought about him. But somehow he couldn't really, walk up to that billings. And some Nigerians, I would say, many Nigerians were not happy with his governance style, and that somehow tinted that big, what will I say?
Expectation.
Big size that he used to carry.
Okay, I'll be coming over to you. Momodu Buhari, the man, the president, the immediate past president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, of course, elderly, so I mean, in his 80s already, but we lost him to sickness that had been on for a while. He had been sick on and off during the presidency, and many presidents thought perhaps now that the presidency stress was out, he could have, a very good period to enjoy himself. But unfortunately, the man is late, and we must talk about his doings. One of it was that when he came on board, as he was becoming president, he said it was for everybody and it was for nobody. Do you think he lived up to that toga in his 8 years of presidency?
He was a fantastic president. He did live up to that toga because it was for Nigeria, not for the north, the south, the east, or the west. It was for everybody. But it's just that, you see, because of what he did in the military, which made him have this big profile that people were expecting him to come and throw in magic. Every time, Nigerians are always hopeful of their leaders, believing that any leader that comes in will throw in the magic. But you see, leaders work with also constraint, and they are human beings. So as a military leader, it was difficult for him to come and execute those visions as a civilian leader. So he had to work within the ambit of the law and the House of Assembly, the National Assembly, and other things in the country. So maybe we may not be satisfied with what he did, but he was a fantastic leader. He was truly a man of the people.
Okay. Did he do enough? Infrastructure-wise, the Lagos-Ibadan train rail system was done. Yeah. Same for Abuja, Kaduna, even the Nigeria to Maradi, Niger Republic. Some persons have criticized that. the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, when he came on board, was very bad. When he left it, not completely done, but it's different. And a host of other things. Same also for banditry. The elder farmers, elder crisis that some persons have said tripled. For security, some people say Boko Haram increased, some will say it decreased. You know, various parameters of analyzing that. But talking about the people, how rich or how poor people are, it took us to recession twice economically. I mean, will you now say he really did badly or he did well? Or where will you put him on the scale of 1 to 10?
Yes, if we judge President Buhari on the economy, we cannot give him pass mark. He has not done well. Of course, if he had done well, the current administration wouldn't have been finding things very difficult, you know, as it is, to see how they can lift the economy to a situation where Nigerians can even breathe. So he didn't do well economic wise, but in terms of infrastructure, he tried his best. But it's still not enough, considering the, what I call it, the finance at his administration's disposition. So I think if I must give him a mark, I will give him 30 over 100. 30% is not me, because I know the true meaning of good governance. You know, if under you the people are suffering, if under you insecurity is booming, then I can give you up to 40%. It is not that I don't like the man. Before the man came in, even during Jonathan's time, Southern people were rooting for him. Yes. That this man will help our economy. This man will stop corruption. But when he got there, did he actually do it? Did he actually carry out that thing we thought he would do? No, he didn't do it to the best of my knowledge. Because good governance is what we are talking about. You see what happened during the NSAS 2020, and you see how some youths were killed in Lagos. So that is a low for him. That is a low. So I don't think I should be. Definitely, he's late now. May he so rest in peace. But the fact is that they say do not talk bad about the dead. But the fact is that this man, was a leader, and this is his report card. If I cannot say he passed the eye, he failed there, then I'm not supposed to be where I am, on this chair.
Doing the analysis.
Yeah.
You are smiling at the 30 over 100. Do you want to go 20, 10, or you want to go 80, 90?
I'll give him a pass mark. I'll give him an 80.
Wow, that's an A.
He's a man of the people. We voted him in. He didn't force himself on us. And why he did that, Yoruba will say, you look at the ground and you look at the mouth of the hole. So how will he able to do far better than the resources with him? But you see,
so Nigeria did not have enough resources.
We should stop deceiving ourselves. We're a poor country. We shouldn't be looking at ourselves. We are not rich. We are fighting. We are between the unlimited ones and the limited resources. So we're struggling. But again, we want good government. We want to fight corruption. We don't want the money that is not enough. We shouldn't be stealing it. So he was able to fight corruption to a level. He was able to fight corruption. Those he couldn't fight, he was just looking. But at least he did confront corruption. In terms of defense, you could see him buying jets, buying thunder, bombardment of Boko Haram and insurgents like that. Though it's still growing, he fought it. He confronted it headlong. Even the fact that it was even from the same north. But he confronted it with his government and look, they fought it. We are still fighting it. For economy, you could see that you said we came out of recession twice.
But we entered recession twice.
So we also came out.
Under him.
We also came out. So that's what I mean. Look, economic things are working. We are going, we are coming out. It's not started. If you look at the UK reports, look at the American report, they are going into recession and coming out.
Into multi-dimensional poverty.
People say that, but again, you ask yourself again, how do you define this poverty? The thing is that we need to find a way to bring ourselves to a level whereby we can afford basic necessity of life. So because a lot of us can't afford basic necessity of life, we crop it into one box and say,
you know the risk we take when somebody fails to perform up to an average level, and we use the word fantastic. we use 80%. What we are saying is that other people should. What we are saying now is that other people should come.
You look at
other people should come.
You look at the people.
Do that,
what they want.
Put up that kind of performance. Put up that kind of performance with the hope that somebody will give him.
Has ever been
Nigerians will give him
country that Nigerians say you did well? Go and check history and ask me which government the Nigerians will come and say, this government did well.
Hold on. The results are there now. That is why people cannot say you did well. The results are there. So if you have done well, the results are there.
We live in El Dorado.
Obama did well. The results are there.
We are living in a dream world. We are not seeing the reality of things. When we put in the reality of things, we will be able to measure ourselves. But because we live in dream, we want to be Americans. We don't want to work the way the Americans
No. Industrializing, making Nigeria good enough for investors to come in. When you talk about industrialization, that is the only thing that can help you. You see Japan today. Japan is improving because they are helping SMEs. They are helping small businesses. In Nigeria, are we doing so? These are the things that can help us. Industrialization, helping small SMEs. Even the banks are stealing some of the banks are stealing the money of customers. Will the banks give you loan? Look at the interest rate. It is not, what will I call it? It is not helping business people.
So we can't rise to industrialization.
We are not rising at all.
We are not getting to modernization.
That is why that's why we cannot give good results to past leaders.
Your industrialization is also depending on what you're inventing, not trading. Most of the things we do in the country is we trade. We take money, we go and buy product and put more pressure.
And that's what I'm saying. We should do it. We always travel. Nigerian leaders travel. They go to Japan. They see them.
Let's become inventors.
Obi has gone to. He's traveling now. He's traveling now to see how, if he gets the president, to see how they are doing it on the other side. If he comes and peradventure he wins, he becomes president, and he makes any mistake, you see how Nigerians will pounce on him because he has said that he can do it several times. Before Buhari came,
exactly.
He said he can do it. He can do it for 12 years. But to get ministers, it took him 6 months. So respect for Nigerians.
This is the thing.
You can
and Nigerians still looking at the truth factor on ground, the reality of the country. This is if this man comes and promise you heaven and earth, and you know for sure that he can't give you heaven and earth, you won't expect much from him. But too many times we are looking at he can give us heaven and earth. They can't. But looking at the resources on ground, let me tell you, there are politicians that will tell you what they have to tell you. It is left for you to know your left from your right. You are a citizen of the country. You are expected to know your left from your right.
What they have promised is not heaven and earth. You mentioned heaven and earth. It's just the basics. How come our refineries none is working?
Your basics.
That thing is basic.
The basic of your refinery with the bottleneck of your people who are working at that same refinery.
And how come nobody is in prison?
So you ask yourself, how
go to China and see how they are beheading. That kind of person, they will just behead the person.
I always want Nigerians to know that
any person that makes our resources not work.
A mango will not be a cashew, nor will it be a cassava. Yeah. So your presidents, your leaders come from among you. Your directors, your supervisors come from among you. The corrupt one, they are from among you. So if you want us to grow, you have to stop being that corrupt. We have to work it out.
We need to now
and stop blaming our leaders.
I will continue to blame them because this is what they have brought upon us. Nigeria is a country that is filled with milk and honey.
We have the honey.
And before you know it, we can't. I even spoke to somebody very recent. He said the problem of Nigeria is that the 90% of resources is with 2% of the entire population. Why will we be going that way?
Okay, we've spoken about Buhari, the politician, Buhari, the president, but Buhari, the cult hero. This is a man that has been contesting since 2003, and boom, he gets his 6 million votes. 2007, he got his votes. 2011, he got his 12 million votes. 2015, he got his 15 million votes. 2019, he got his about 11 million, something, almost 12 million votes.
Yeah.
That cult followership. I mean, look at the drop from when Buhari was contesting, where he was increasing his millions. He peaked in 2015 when he got 15 million. It dropped in 2019 when it got about 11, almost 12 million. But look at when there was no Buhari on the ballot, his party fell to 8 million. So without a Buhari, they fell 4 million apart. In the 2027, that there will be no Buhari alive at all. If they fall another 4 million or 3 million, you know the man, Momodu Buhari and his cult followership, what would they do without that followership? Where would these followers go?
That is the problem. If you look at in South Africa, before Mandela died, he told people that this is the person I have mentored, and the people followed the person, and that party is still alive. Yes. But our own leader, he knows he has cult followership. You know, maybe some of them are even not politically
sagacious.
Alive. It is whatever you push them to. But I know why Buhari is following that. He is having that. Had that kind of followership. But the fact is that how sophisticated are his followers? Yes. How sophisticated are Nigerian voters? Nigerian voters are like the sheep that will follow you anywhere. You know they are not sophisticated. And you know that in America they have a collegiate system, because so that some people will come and pick the best. Now you leave it
to still follow what the masses have voted.
Of course, right. The masses are good for that. But the fact is that there are some people, they will just line up, go and vote this thing. You see them even underage voters. But the fact is that we won't remove it from Buhari. He has cult followers. Yes. And that is what ADC and APC will be fighting for now.
Those followers.
To take the CDC from, am I correct? Yes, is it CDC?
The new party?
No.
CPC, yeah, CPC.
We'll be back to CPC. We have to just quickly move on now, away from the death of the former leader. I mean, may God rest his soul, and may he grant his family, friends, and their political associates the fortitude to bear the loss. We'll move on very quickly now. About politics had to continue. 24 hours after the ex-president got buried, one of the leaders of the opposition, Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, officially resigned from the PDP. Of course, you must have seen the picture of his resignation letter flying everywhere. And indeed, I think I'm starting with you this time. Indeed, the ADC rumors that there was a naming ceremony for about 2 weeks ago, like I've put
like
it.
You said.
It's coming alive now.
Yeah.
The baby is, the pregnancy is beyond 6-7 months now. It's showing, and the mother is about to put to bed, because if Atiku leaves, most likely he can't be living alone. He's a leader. There will be flows of departures from the PDP and perhaps even the APC going forward. What does this spell for the political weather in Nigeria?
Wow, we should expect a lot of storms and rains and thunderstorm, because his movement and the death of Buhari is shaking everything. Because, like we said before now, where are those cult followers? Where would they go? Are they going to steal? Are they going to believe in the Buhari APC and say this is the party the man took us to? Let's grow it and grow it for better. Or look, let's move again. And the resignation of Ababa Atiku from PDP, we don't know where it's going to. Maybe it's going to go to ADC or some other party. Maybe, we don't know. But the North, that's 12 million votes. That's covered. Now, we begin to analyze, are they going to vote for a Northerner? Is their vote going to be massive for him? Are they going to follow him as they follow Buhari? Do they see him as a messiah? Now, that's where the gimmick is. But again, as a serial mover from one party, mover from one party to another party, because he's leaving PDP again.
Yes. About the third time of him moving into and out of the PDP. So
you ask yourself, what exactly do you want? You want to build the party, or you just want to latch onto the machinery of government? As good as he wants to latch onto the machinery of government, I think they should learn to build base, ground,
not the only one people. Everybody has moved parties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So while you're doing your movement, if your cult followers are not enlightened to understand the ideology while you're moving, if your moving is just to clinch the machinery of government, I think it's bad for the politics. Because we need to let our followers know. They shouldn't be just sheepish followers. They should be followers that can take it on your face and say, sir, you are moving to the wrong dimension. Let's remain here. But maybe if what we have are sheepish followers, then I think there is issue.
Atiku Abubakar is a big fish when it comes to political scene, the Nigerian political scene. Without a doubt, you can't rule him out. He's been contesting since. He's been vice president for 8 years. You know, he's a big man, and this is definitely going to, steer the pot.
Yes.
Where is this steering going to lead to?
Yes, I think Atiku Abubakar is a big fish, and I believe that he is a man that he's a cool disposition. His continual cool disposition has really affected him, because if I can imagine, putting a person like Wike inside Atiku, he would have got what he wanted.
Oh, so if there's a matter,
personalities, yes, because Atiku is another cool person, and that coolness cannot get you what you need, because people cannot be thinking for you always, because they may not get it correct. Of course, they've not been getting it right, But if you have somebody whose personality is, I will get this thing no matter what it takes. Atiku is not a person like that. Do you understand? Atiku will be there, something, a situation will just come and ride roughshod on him, and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Before you know, he goes to the Supreme Court, and that is all. You won't talk about it. I feel that with the kind of caliber, with the kind of strength he has politically, he should add a little of stubbornness.
Radicality?
I'm not saying radicalism. There is a not radicalism.
Radicalism kind of
radicalism.
The 2011 Buhari we saw.
Was it also a cool person? Was
it
radical?
The tears. Is that? And I'm trying to.
Buhari. Why Buhari won in 2015? We all know the reason. Jonathan was regarded. They called him clueless. They called him, but though we have seen that he's a better person with what we know. So Jonathan, Buhari, with the kind of protest everywhere against Jonathan's administration, definitely you know that Buhari will win. Buhari will win. And you know that if you look at that election, it was 52-48. It wasn't a landslide.
Yeah, of course.
So
3 million.
So what I'm saying is that some Nigerians need leaders that has some kind of radicalism in them. Not you're cool here, cool there, cool, we'll do, cool. No, now. Put Wike in the shoes of Atiku. Let a person like Wike be in. He would have become president since now.
So
this is a theory.
To grab it?
Not grab it. What I mean is that you can talk yourself to power. There is a kind of aura you carry. But not every time you see him, he's cool. You can't get power that way.
You should localize.
No, I'm not.
Tinubu had to come out. Say no.
Somehow there should be an element of emphasis of power, emphasis of there should be this kind of charisma, political charisma that you carry. Nobody will come and steal your vote.
Are you saying you can't inherit those Buhari for supporters that are looking for the next leader to
even if he inherits it, don't you think with his cool disposition,
they will stop following him?
They can even collect whatever he thinks he has on him because he's not in charge. He's not strong. He's not in charge. How can you be? How can you? What I'm asking is that how can you be in PDP and somebody or a group will just smother you out of the party you were supposed to be the father of? So he's not strong enough. He should personally, individually, he may have followers, but he himself is not strong enough. That's what I'm saying. He should carry that charisma, political charisma that you see many people.
You are bringing me to something that I really didn't see. But truly, if he's being pushed or he's moving from one party to another party, then it means
there is this strength he's losing.
He's not in charge.
He's not in charge.
Somebody else is in charge.
He's not in charge. He's not. If it is his party, the Emilico people moved their party from they took their party. It's their party. They are changing the name of their party from one this that. They took their party to. They are in charge of their party. Now, At every point he's moving. Maybe this new party is going to go to, maybe they are going to be the one. Maybe this is the first time. But again, it's not even their time.
Is this party?
That's another question again. So if he didn't get the ticket in this party again, what would he do? He's going to move again to another party? I think I want to align with you on the fact that it needs to be a little bit rugged. And understand the terrain and where he wants to go to. So probably
what should be the definition of the word rugged in this?
Build your people.
Build your people. Be in charge.
Build your
Tell
stand.
them. Talk to them.
If we can sorry, I didn't say that again. If somebody can muzzle you out of the PDP, if a group can muzzle you out of the PDP, it means there's something wrong with your power and with your ability or with the muzzle you think. Because if he was able to muzzle them and get the ticket, and again, you see,
so if he doesn't get the ticket in the hypothetically,
because the way it is now, he may not get the ticket. Why is that? Is that there's this unwritten agreement about the South taking it for another 8 years, so that after these next 4 years, it goes back to the North.
I disagree with you.
No,
I disagree with you.
No, hold on.
You will get the ticket easily.
You will get the ticket
easily.
Can you allow me to learn?
Okay.
How are you going to get a ticket? How do they get a ticket?
Okay, who?
It's by buying the delegates. It's by using the delegates.
That is the Nigerian system now.
That's what I'm saying.
Who we expend him?
So that's what I'm saying.
So what will you do with the ticket if you get
the ticket? If you get a ticket, and some people are able to muzzle you with words, muzzle others with words, and say, look, it has to remain in the South. People are like Brother Jordan saying it has to remain in the South. Some people for the next 4 years it has to remain in the South. So it means the North has done their 8 years, the South will do its own 8 years before it goes back. So if he doesn't understand that and he wants to wrestle it, he has to be somebody who has built a big base at the bottom. But again, here you are, heavy at the top. And you're moving at the top. I don't know the base at the bottom, but I think you need to grow your base at the bottom so that you can have that much. Because if the South still wants it for the next 4 years, he won't get a ticket.
Wow. Okay.
He will get the ticket. It is about if it is primary.
Okay.
If it is on the day of convention, if they will hold a convention. On the day of convention, you see that he will emerge.
Because every party, the
margin will be wide.
It's crystal clear.
I don't think money. It's money now.
I don't think.
But what will he do with the ticket? That's what we're saying.
For me, I don't think there's a party that wants to deviate from that written agreement. You could see people are calling, let it still remain in the South. So, and you are a northern person. So how are you going to do it if that party still is the party you're going into? Now, say, please let it remain in the South. It means you're going to be out.
Let me tell
and
you.
that's what
will happen?
And that is what. See, he has already seen the body language of those strong guys in his party, the PDP. That look, this guy will not give me again. These guys will not give me again. They are still insisting, because that was what they were insisting even at Benicio, that look, it should be for the South, not for the North. And that was why he went. They tried all their best to get it, but they couldn't.
Delegates don't think the way you
are thinking. See, the delegate don't think. But again, remember, there's a divided house. They were divided at the PDP. They had a faction. So some people were really working against his candidacy because look, he didn't follow that unwritten agreement.
Of course,
they love it.
I agree with you.
So if
those people that are saying, if they are delegate, they say we don't want it because of the
South. Take your money.
On the D-Day, when push comes to shove, the push that will come to shove, the dollar they throw around, at the end of the day, that dollar will sway the mentality of the delegate. And you see them voting for who they are not supposed to vote for. Because it's not yet the time for the North to come over.
That's for the primaries. If you win the primaries, you may not win the election.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do with the ticket? I'm happy for the first time my colleague here we are on the same page. But what will you do with the ticket? You've gotten this ticket more than 3 times. What are you doing with it?
It needs to build.
Okay, we have to move on now to the last topic, and it's everything somehow still around the late president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Momodu Buhari, and this time around it's about the internal wranglings in the APC. This time around, from the CPC group, from the CPC clan, where lots of their leaders, some of them have left the APC, some of them are planning to leave the APC, and then it brings to question what is really going on in the APC, because the leaders of the APC claim to be one, with more governors coming in. Some other governors are rumored to be on their way. But the question now is the CPC group that Momodu Buhari brought into the APC. This group that contributes a very large number of votes to the APC. Malami, former Minister of Justice, is out already. Nasir El-Rufai, former Kaduna State Governor, is out already, openly working for the opposition, the coalition, the ADC, with more members of the ADC, of the CPC wing of the APC, now in the ADC. What becomes of the APC? Now, let's not forget that some ACN members that formed the APC, like former Governor of Osun State and former Commissioner, same person was former Commissioner for Works in Lagos, Rauf is seriously working for the opposition, not making noise on social media or even speaking much to the media, but is organizing his grassroots group. What becomes of the APC without the CPC bloc?
Yeah,
as it looks like most of them are leaving.
In as much as the APC is a big party, the CPC, I believe, holds the biggest stake in APC when it comes to crowd pulling on election day. But it is left for, if APC does not want to, see the fate or experience the fate the PDP is experiencing now. Though PDP is showing a kind of we don't have any problem situation, but no, the PDP is in problem because there is a kind of threat to its existence. If APC does not want to see that kind of situation, they should start now to rally around if APC to rally around the CPC guys to tell them that things will be better. The president has just done 2 years, and in the next 2 years he will improve whatever the thing should be improved. That is what I feel the APC should be doing now, because it's not that the CPC, the Buhari did fantastically, but the fact is that the CPC still hold the bulk votes of the north, the bulk votes of the north. So, and you see that their main members are moving to the other side. So the APC should not go to bed. What they should do is to curry their support.
Because even for President Tinubu, the biggest base came from the northwest.
Of course, yes.
Even higher than the southwest.
Yes. So it may not be so this time if they rest on their laurels. So what they should do now is to see how they can change the situation. But as it is, I hope in the next 1 year we will not see an implosion in the APC.
I'm over to you now, Mr. Liu. It's the APC that looked in charge, that looked ready for battle, and it looked like the PDP was the one imploding. It looks like there's an internal war in the APC, and the biggest bulk, where the votes come from, the area where they get most votes. Many of the leaders there are saying they're squeezing their faces, they are rumbling and all of that. Some have even left.
Like I said the cloud is heavy. It's going to be stormy. It's going to be tsunamic. It's going to expect everything you expect when there's a serious rain. Flood is coming. We don't even know which party will throw the next. I was like, just maybe they'll see a merger between the APC and the PDP. It's possible. So they might just begin to, everybody will start a new permutation. If the CPC bloc is saying they want to pull out, if they pull out, they give room for others to come in. So, but if they really want to build that party, that's what I'm saying. See, ideology and understanding. If you build your people, they don't just follow you sheepishly. Now that he's gone, what is the ideology? Is the ideology still in APC? Do they still believe it? Because that's the kind of party I want to see us build. See, you are not there, and the party machinery is still running effectively. And the ideology is still going to look, this is what we are as a party, and this is what we want to give to the people. But now that you are no longer there, if they don't have that inkling, that teaching, that learning, that understanding, somebody else will come and sway them and bring them somewhere else. So it's a huge one for the APC to try and understand, look, what are we going to do? How are we going to, because I've been trying to look at it and say, where would they go from here? If these guys pull out, it's a huge 12 million votes. It's so much. Where are they going to take it to? Is it going to be divided? Are they taking it to ADC? Are they taking it to Congress here? Are they taking it to an MPC? It's a fight. We heard the rumor of Congo coming in.
Yeah.
We don't even know.
I think I agree with you where you said the PDP may merge with the signs are clear. That is the only option they have. If an Atiku has left there, who will PDP bring as presidential candidate? I want to tell you that I don't know the kind of heavyweight they will bring that will surpass the weight of Atiku. So the option may be at the end of the day, they may silently, it may not be on paper, because of course, if you have a Wike in APC and the man is from PDP, he's a PDP man, so we can see that at the end of the day, so what is left of PDP may collapse into APC, and it will be to the advantage of the APC.
But are you saying Atiku, when as he's living in PDP, he's living without governors? I'm thinking, a man of such clout should not move alone. You know, it's a man that should carry a very heavy bag of governors, members of the House of Reps, members of the Senate. You know, he should have his crew.
With all the defection you have experienced of recent.
This is the if you look at the after 2020, after the last election 2023, you find out that the team of governors we have now are the weakest. They don't have the political might a person like Wike will have. You know, they don't have the political might a person like Amechi will have. They don't have the political might or a person like Akpabio will have. You know, call one name that is in PDP now, or even governors. The governors are respecting those who put them there.
So even with the defection that we are experiencing in the House of Assembly, in the House of Rep, and let's say the Assembly as a whole, and also with governors, you will see that the APC has done a lot of work. They have won a lot of souls.
If they have done a lot of work, let them pass that work to the Talakawas. Let them pass that work to the masses. The masses should not be left alone. That's what I'm saying.
The work of the masses.
When you say they have done a lot of work,
the work of politicking, the work of winning party members is for the APC. The government should do the masses work. Let the APC do the winning. You will see. Remember, they said there was this initial report about Concosia people coming into the APC. Now look at this new theory about Labour Party seeing Wike.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Abure meeting Wike. So you don't understand the magic.
That is at the end of the day. Of course.
So PDP may also move to APC.
Yes.
Yeah, but
the system.
What is an Abure without Obi? What is Labour Party without Obi himself?
Obi is not the messiah for the Labour Party at all the time.
Yeah.
We can
Labour
say
Party keep that strength if Obi, who is already in bed with the coalition, the ADC.
For me, I think Obi has outlived his time. He's no longer very much relevant.
So you think Labour Party will still be big?
I disagree. The man that movement, obedient movement, is there. Obedient movement has a kind of love for Obi.
It's not about the party.
And when you say Labour Party, if you can after Obi, which other name will you mention?
That the Labour Party. The Labour Party was with NLC.
I know now. If it is with the NLC,
the NLC angle is
how popular is the NLC that couldn't even negotiate beyond 70,000 minimum wage? So no, these people are paperweights now. The kind of thing the kind of political pressure that is coming. MP is my. It's not but it's not Obi that made MP. We will be strong now.
No, Obi exploits Labour.
No.
If Labour had not fielded Obi, Labour could have been stronger, better now.
You know that. Let me give you an example.
Why am I saying that? Is that because the person they would have brought may not have won the election, but would have still have hope that he can do better. Because
let me tell you something.
We're having now
it is people.
We're having now in Labour Party. It's because you have the obedient and those who are against the obedient and the Labour Party people. So you're having so much crisis within that party.
So maybe there should be.
Let me tell you, it is personalities that make political parties strong. If you remove an Awolowo, if we were to be alive now in UPN, the half of UPN is gone.
You can only say that as a choice. It may not work.
If you remove,
it may not work. It may not. Somebody else might have.
When you say somebody else,
it was because Awolowo did something well with that party.
When you say somebody else,
if there is somebody else,
it is people that make parties strong. Parties don't make people strong.
No, people make. Exactly.
People make parties strong.
So,
you can bring a Lilliput now, put him in APC, and you will bring back down the worth of APC. You can bring. Okay, look at this ADC
as
now.
much as you
Put
can,
somebody that is not strong enough. You rubbish the relevance of it. It's like the people in the party. The moment, okay, the moment, go and check the papers. Go and check the papers. The moment Obi, gave that indication that he was leaving LP. He can even tell you that he's still in LP. The moment the people saw him ADC, go and look at the rating of LP.
Drive of
LP is it's like paperweight now. Who will they bring?
Don't it's a Labour. The masses own the Labour Party. Now the obedient movement, in conjunction with the masses, were able to pull a strong. Now if the obedient party are that strong, let them form their party and call obedient movement party. Let's see. The obedient movement is strong. The way they vote. Let them call it. Let them call it obedient party. Let them make it obedient. Let it just be obedient party. And let's see.
When you say obedient, they got that coinage from Obi.
That's what I'm saying. Form the obedient party. And let the obedient party.
Obi has left LP now. LP has not remained the same.
Okay, we want to hear the voice of our people watching us. I mean, we need to bring their voices into this, and you guys are commenting on our Facebook page, of course, Grey One. Please do more of this so that we can always read out the comments. There's a comment from Stephen Unwoha, and he said, different economic teams exist. The vision of Peter Obi is never and will never be the vision of Tinubu. Okay. There's another man here, Ekpobo Confidence, and he says the world... Oh my goodness. Okay. He's dropping an advice. Interesting. There's Royston Joseph. Oh, okay. He says, why do folks conveniently ignore the fact that there was COVID that locked down the entire world for over 2 years? The man did his best, given the tools he had. Bubu was a man of the people. Talking about ex-president, late ex-president Buhari. And E.A. Thompson has said, Tinubu's 2 years is worse than Buhari's 8 years. Wow. John Nana Chris has said, Atiku is the next president of Nigeria. Only him can dislodge this non-performing government. And another Charles Isuri says, APC is dead at arrival. I guess he wants to say dead on arrival. Okay. Mourinho Okosi says, I do hope they give Peter Obi the ticket. And the Prince Adewale Patrick Adeyanju, wow, this is harsh on us, but we'll take it anyway. He says, you guys are confused. Wow. Prince, does El-Rufai has any followers? You are talking about a political paperweight, a man who has lost almost all elections as a sitting governor. He didn't contest after becoming governor now. I mean, he won his 8 years, and even though the APC didn't win in Kaduna, they won a couple of reps tickets, and I think they lost 2 Senate tickets to the PDP. I think they got 1. And for governorship, the incumbent is a member of the APC, talking about Senator Uba Sani. All right. Keep dropping the comments there. We'll be taking your comments every now and then on the show. But, it's good to have a feel of the people. Rounding off thoughts as we go on the show. Final words, the next couple of days probably promises to be exciting politically because of the implosions here and there that we'll be expecting to see, I guess. My final word is that, yes, the political tension is building. And I would say it's too early. I hope it will not affect governance. Governance and politics, they go side by side, but sometimes one can overlap the other. Do you agree with this? Of course, it's like that. Government and politics go together, and we are political animals. We are going to play it. The game has been there since. It's just that the resignation, the alignment and realignment. That's what we are going to see a lot of alignment now. We are going to see a lot of alignment. So we agree, we judge, we don't war. Let's just do it. Fine, in peace, enjoy. It's our game. It's our festival. It's coming closer. We enjoy it. We are waiting to see what becomes of the government come 2027. All right, 2 years to the next Nigerian national elections, but politics and politicking is already taking the center stage. I do really hope that governance does not take a back seat while politics is leading, because the people indeed deserve the very best from the leaders that they do elect. And with this, we round up the show for this week. Hopefully we'll be back next week, Thursday, for another edition of the Roundtable. The weekend begins tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. God bless.